Hey guys, just thought I'd do a short video on some bits and pieces I picked up from Costco today. So, Costco can be quite hit and miss. Some things that look good value, when you actually drill down and do a quick Google on maybe Aldi or other places, can be even more expensive because they sometimes don't add VAT onto products. So, but these looked an interesting buy. So you're getting best part of what 1.8 kilograms of chopped pork, and the sell by date on them, I think it was something crazy. The cracking video, I've not even checked. May 2029. Wow. So that's for prepping stuff. If it's any good, that is. It's great. It's a lot. There's a lot of meat there. A lot of meat there. So I thought I would compare them to some other brands out of interest, just to see how they compare. So these ones, they come in at £1.80 a tin, similar product. These ones come in at £3.50 for your brand spam, right? So to get the same volume of meat in these that you get in that, it's 5.3 tins, and it would cost you £18.55, right, as opposed to £7.40 for one of those. These ones, it would be 9 tins to equal the amount of meat that you're going to get in that, and the shelf life's about half as well, to be honest. And that would cost you £16.20. So there's a significant cost saving. On the downside, once you crack the tin open, you've got to pretty much use it within a couple of days, unless you've got some sort of other storage methods and things. But that wouldn't put me off buying it when you look at the cost savings, shelf lives and things. Let's see what it looks like when you compare the ingredients and things. So these ones, you're looking at 293 calories per 100 grams. It's all 100 grams based on each of these. It's always going to be 100 grams. So let's put it in order. So there we go. 293 calories, 254, 292. So they're broadly similar. The spam in this is pretty much the same in energy content. And then you look at fat content. So 25 grams of fat per 100 grams, 20 grams of fat, 24 grams of fat. I've got to be honest, how this compared to that in terms of fat and everything else really quite surprised me. Saturated fats within them. So 9.5 for the Royal Dane, 7.6 for Tesco's own brand name, pork and ham, and 9.7 for spam. And then carbs. So carbs, 3.1 grams, 2.4 grams, and 3.2. So again, the Royal Dane and the brand spam, very, very close. Very, very close indeed. Protein content, so 14 grams for the Royal Dane, 16 grams for the Tesco, and 15 grams for the spam. Okay? And then salt. So we're looking at 2.3 grams of salt per 100 grams, 1.6 grams, and 2.4 grams. So when you look at all that together and reflect on it, in terms of from a health point of view, this is the best out of the lot. This one. Higher protein count, less saturated fats, slightly lower calorific content, but then again, the fat content's lower, so that would probably explain that for a start. So if you were looking for a healthier option, this would be it, right? But it's not hugely better, in terms of health outcomes. These are essentially the same. They're broadly similar across the board and everything. But when you look at the cost differences, you would need 9 tins of this, right, to equal one of them, and you would pay £16.20 for the privilege as opposed to £7.40. And then this one, which is essentially across the board very, very, very similar to the Royal Dane, you would be 5.3 tins, and it costs you £18.55, right? So when you take all that into account, I think these are a really good staple to keep in for your prepping pantry. Whether you want to chop it up like spam, fry it, put it in a stew, put it in pasta, you know, make sandwiches. Like any of these synthetic chopped up meats, you know, they are what they are. It's not something you would eat every day in your diet, but it's certainly a go-to for a prepper staple. And yeah, I'm quite surprised with that. So I also got some tuna. Let's have a look at the tuna. Okay guys, so I managed to pick up some tuna. I've got some of the tuna before, but this was the first time that I have done a comparison with a brand like such as Princess, so a sort of known brand. So this tin is £7.40. This multi-pack is £4.25, right? So there's 1.7 kilograms of tuna here, right? A lot of tuna, a lot of eating in that. And in this, you'd have to basically buy 3 of these multi-packs to equal that, right? So if you were buying 3 of these, it would cost you £12.75 versus £7.40. So not quite double, but you know, close enough for talking purposes, right? You'd need 3 times as many tins, 3 multi-packs, and it would cost you nearly 3 times, twice as much as one of these. So big cost saving right there. Calorific content wise, all of these will be based on 100 grams as a talking point. So 99 calories, 99 calories. 0.5 grams of fat, 0.6 grams of fat, of which saturates it's like 0.1, 0.2, so close enough for jazz that it's not worth arguing a toss about. Pretty similar across the board. They're both in brine anyway. I'd be expecting great similarities, to be fair. No carbs, so there's no carbs in it. Protein wise, you're 23.5 and also 23.5 in this as well. And salt, this is 0.9 grams of salt, and this is 0.8, surprisingly enough. So for talking purposes, they're essentially the same when you boil down to their facts and figures of the ingredients. Okay, that they're the same. They're exactly the same in terms of energy values, that kind of good stuff. But there's significant cost savings. Like I say, this is £7.40, and to get the same volume of tuna out of these multi-packs, you would need 3 of them, and it would cost you £12.75. So the only good thing about these ones versus this, if you didn't mind paying the difference, would be you've got greater flexibility. You know, you can open one tin, you can then throw it away, right? If you open this tin, you're committed to using it within, you know, obviously if there's enough of you to eat it all within a couple of days, you don't have any problems, but you know, you're going to have to do something with this volume of food so it doesn't spoil or get wasted. So meal planning might be key, or if you've got enough bodies to make it worthwhile, it's not a problem. But from now on, I'll probably be stocking these versus these, because you're getting a lot more for your money. So that's all. It's a pretty short video today, guys. I just wanted to show you, this was the kind of 2 highlights of things that I bought out of Costco. You know, the tuna and the ham. But yeah, so any questions, comments, random insults as always, just stick them in the comments. Thanks guys, take it easy.